Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts and the French campaign, where we have taken control of eastern Sicily. Lovely. The offensive into central Italy goes well. Italy is about to explode. So I will if I move a fleet here, I might accidentally blockade them. Anyway, it's worth a try. It's worth a try. Because I don't think I can launch... Yeah, I can only launch against central Italy. So I'm going to end the turn and see what happens. Okay, after a cheeky little port strike on Taranto, we have... Oh, they blobbed up. I did not want them to do that. Bugger. Oh well, I'll sort that out later. Anyway, 69% on that. Ooh, we're going into Rhodesia for some reason. Cool. Yes, it would be nice to take Italy. It would be nice, because that would eliminate them from the game completely. Alright, I would normally avoid doing these port strike missions, but the Italians have been kind enough to defend the port. And I want to see the battleships, most of which have never been in battle. Or a large number of them have not. And certainly we haven't gotten to see them. So that'll be fun. There's a bunch of torpedo boats, presumably, charge in. 10 of them. Oh, it's foggy. Boo. Hiss. Right. I'm going to assume that they are just going to smash in. There's the Leon. We've seen her before. Although not sporting her new guns. That is... Oh my god, there's a Condorcet. Oh no. Watch out for her exploding. Yes. I don't even know my own ship classes anymore. Valorous. Massena. A Verite. Oh, shiny. Voltaire. There we go. There's one with the 400mm gun. Invincible. Magenta. Who else we got in here? The France. Republic. Justice. Bouvet. There's the Verite. Gascon. Yeah, all sorts of ships. Right. Let's attempt to have them not all crash into each other. Okay. Roughly, should roughly sail in a blob. Oh, they're that way. Come on, where are you? Fine, we'll go looking. Even though I really shouldn't go looking. be around somewhere. Maybe the weather will clear up. Or maybe it will get worse. And if they decided to run away, there's not much I can do about it. Fine. How boring. Alright, we have taken central Italy. Very nice. Just southern Italy remains. I worked out why the GDP of Italy had gone down so much. Okay, yes, they're blockaded, which doesn't help. But, of course, we're taking provinces off them, which is going to cause their GDP to fall off. Should be just 2 more turns. And then we will have southern Italy as well. And Italy will be gone for good. And then it's basically, I mean, Russia doesn't count. Then it's basically just 4 nations left. Me, well, okay, 5. Me, United States, Britain, Austria-Hungary, and Japan. Okay, so there's a few more, but Spain is gone. Italy will soon be gone. China is gone. Yes, interesting. How's the American economy doing? Oh my God! What are you doing? What is America doing? Oh my word. Anyway, back to invading. We've taken southern Italy, but something weird is going on because Italy still has ships? Question mark? What? Oh, what? They're just pirates? I don't... I don't quite get that. Maybe the game isn't programmed to have a country like but they've lost all their provinces. Shouldn't they insta collapse? Maybe it takes a turn for that to happen. I mean, they could shoot up the remnants, I guess. Although this is Egyptian ships. Sure. I'm sure the Bouvine would love to have a go, seeing as how she did take some damage before. But yeah, that is super weird. I did make a change in Dreadnought Improvement Project version 1.7.5, i.e. the latest one. Trying, as best I can, to in fact, you can all go on screen. Trying to reduce the chances of a nation imploding due to economic collapse. I don't know how successful I have been with that. I might have made the problem worse, for all I know, because of the weird way that the modifiers work. Sometimes they're backwards from the way that they might initially appear to be. Maybe that's why they didn't collapse. So, yeah, live testing as usual. They're hiding in a smoke screen. They appeared slow enough to get a torpedo off. There they are. seriously firing in the wrong direction. Oh, the torpedoes were going for the Valmy and instead of the Bouvine. Interesting. Valmy takes a couple of hits. She's okay though, and she's induced an awful lot of torpedoes. Intruder and Adrien firing away the 105s at completely the wrong target. There we go. Nicola Fabrizi sunk. Is that an actual Italian ship? Nope, Egyptian as well. Eugenio di Savoia blasting away. Oh, takes a hit right as I look away from it. Fucking close fire torp. Jesus. Oh, that was a nasty hit on Adrien. Switch to retreating. Damn. There's an old ship to lose. Shame. Yeah, took a nasty hit there. Intruder. Given what just happened, you should probably withdraw as well. Oh, and you, Valmy, you just ran into a torp. Get out. Oh, that's what I was worried about. Nasty little cruiser, this. Has used a lot of its torpedoes. Yeah, Intruder sinks as well. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. I can't get rid of old ships any other way. And, you know, they were doing their best. It's too far away for us to really engage easily with the Bouvine. No, lost sight of him completely. I mean, I often say when I'm fighting that I can replace my losses and the AI can't. But in this case, they really can't. Physically incapable of replacing any ships that get lost. I guess the Egyptians aren't. They can find a new ally at some point. But the Italians, this is pretty much game over time. But I'm going to end the battle there. Technically a victory for us. Somehow. It shows you how cheap those Trudeau class are. That a single destroyer counts as more than them. Yes, there we go. Okay, so they do still dissolve because they've lost all their ports, but it takes a turn for that to take over. Oh, Egypt now cancels their alliance because we have deleted the enemy. Now, I'm going to have to sort out these ships. I'm just going to move them all back to Marseille temporarily. and go from there. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I'm going to have to turn everybody back to limited. Obviously, I can't do that for the ones that are at sea. We also lost 2 light cruisers. So just to keep our ship numbers A-OK, I'm going to order... what's our current light cruiser? The Labbe. Although... Am I getting any new light cruisers soon? Advanced escort cruiser. Yes, I am. Okay, so we'll wait for that one to show up. We'll design a new cruiser to replace those losses. And I'm technically 1 destroyer short, but that's because it's repairing. I'm building 4 ships currently, but I'm not actually building any ships. So there will be some shipbuilding and there will be some refitting once I've sorted out the fleet using this handy dandy new button, change port, that got added in the latest update, which is very cool. Anyway, I'll be back once I've sorted things out. Alright, we now have the advanced escort cruiser. Let us get into the designer and see what we can make with this ship. I'm actually going to cut here and load the designer up because it's taking a while now. Here we go. Advanced escort cruiser. Now, that to me is looking like a very fat hull. Oh, can I make you less fat? Yeah. Oops. Not what I meant to type. 10,000 tons, exactly, would be perfectly acceptable. Ooh. Okay. She's the cheap one. Wow, that is a big tower. Fortunately, it does fit a funnel. And secondary towers are quite tiny, I think. 7.5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 10, 15. Okay, so I want a rangefinder tower. Is that the right way round? Yeah, I think it should be that way round. That makes more sense to me. Nice. Main guns. I mean, I don't see why we wouldn't use 155s. Oh, not put one down there. They look remarkably tiny on this hull, which is quite remarkable. Oh, can I use the really cool barbette? Oh, no. It doesn't let me... Boo. Fine, I'll use this boring one. At least it works. Even if it is square. Right. 155s. These are Mark 5, by the way. Very nice high-end guns. And then, I guess, a couple 8080s. And some 50s. Sure. Why not? And torpedoes. Underwater tubes. No, only one. That's not what you want. Slap them on the back. 24-inch. You still fire. Oxygens. That's right. France is now using the long lance. 37,000 damage. Mmm. Delicious. Okay. I think I think... Yeah, possibly a couple more light secondaries on them. Oh, piss off. I thought it was going to complain about that. Often does on these hulls where it's like, no, they're just too big. I think it's okay now. Don't know what gun it's complaining about. Right. -1. $36. 35. Can I make them 38s? Yeah. Lots of little pew pew. And then I guess we just need to build out the ship. We do have new driving option, namely diesel. But I think I'm going to stick with steam for now. This thing can do, 31 knots. It's perfectly reasonable. Group 4, that's new. Just aware I'm going to be throwing on a lot of weight. Radar. Script. You can have any RDF as well as radar. 160% armor quality. Fancy. Now, armor. I would like 150 millimeters of main belt. I've got overweight. I hadn't realised it came with fuck all armor. Okay, well, we can try and make that work in a minute. 80, 80, and then extended, probably 75. Same on the deck. Yeah, that's plenty. Actually, probably only have 50 on the deck. 25, 25, 75, 180, and then layers. $25, 20, 15. Yeah. Now I'm 14% overweight. Okay. That's with maximum bulkheads though. What about with standard bulkheads? Okay, what happens if I went diesel? Nah, it doesn't save me very much. Go back to geared turbines. We could drop this turret. And these turrets. Makes the ship a little bit more minimalistic. It still looks really strange. I have to be honest. It looks really odd. That also improves its pitch. But we are now at 106. God damn, that it's the tower. Enormously heavy tower. So's the rear tower, actually. Let's swap that out for the rangefinder tower 1. I'm already using the cheap tower, front tower. I could potentially use the advanced targeting tower. It is a bit of a downgrade. That one's also a bit of a downgrade. But I'm looking at the weights. Let's go for this one. Excuse me. Let's go for this one. This one. There you go. And now we're at 100%, and we get a couple of extra gun mounts, which means I'm probably going to take those ones off, actually. Does help balance the ship out a little bit looks-wise, though it still feels a little bit odd. Can't put my finger on it. It's also enormously expensive. What is so expensive? The tower. Yeah, that tower is an insane price. In fact, that is like half the value of the ship. What the hell? And this is a vanilla thing, by the way. This is not the mod, those prices. That is a stupid price for a cruiser tower. Jesus. It's not that good. I mean, it's good, but... Good grief. I mean, 400 million? I mean, it's more than a battleship. And it's all down to that tower. That's like 10 times too much. Yeah, if this was like 21,000... then yeah, that would be... I'm going to make a note. Adjusting costs is kind of annoying because it's very difficult to find. But targeting, control, towers, change, price, divide 10. There we go. I've made a note. I will attempt to fix that as best I can, because that is stupid. Anyway, I'm only going to build 2 of these because they're very expensive. But yes, they'll replace those 2 light cruisers that we just lost. The Adrien de la Gravière. Somebody's cheekily being writing a 0 on the price of the tower, but otherwise it's fine. I'm going to save this. I'm going to build 2, and I'll show you the fleet screen, and you can also see where all the ships have ended up. All right, there are the 2 new light cruisers under construction. And if I go by port, it's probably the easiest. Can see that here in Brest we have the Massenet, Implacable, Verité, France, and Auchan. If you're wondering where the 320mm ships have ended up, they are now all in La Rochelle. So this is effectively the reserve fleet with the early generation Dreadnoughts, not the battlecruisers, just the Dreadnoughts. And then down here in Marseille, we have just the bigger caliber ships basically. But yeah, that's where all the ships are. You can play this back at like times 0.25 speed if you're wanting to see it. But that's basically where every ship is currently stationed. Lovely. Right, we are showing positive money balance, which is very good. I'm waiting on a key tech, namely the Mark V 8-inch gun, before I start doing the next refit, but that will appear in... well, I don't know. But it should be this tech. Oh no, I've got them! I have the Mark V 8. It's researching the Mark V 2. Okay, I'll let that complete so that we can make sure that any 50mm on the refits are done. And that means that all of the small arms are done, and then you'll probably see me refitting the Vendar in, well, a few seconds probably. Alright, I couldn't be bothered waiting. It's like a year before I get the super high-end Mark V 2-inch. Right, what are you doing? Oh, is that just... That barbette no longer functions. Which is kind of annoying, because I'm pretty sure that's the biggest barbette I get. Okay. Gonna have to reposition some things. It's not the end of the world. I'll move that back a bit. Move that one. It's already right on the edge. I'm running out of space. I mean, I could push this gun. Yeah, that's as far forward as it goes, pretty much. Yeah, that's because of that gun. Push this one forward. Push this one forward. Push this forward. Then it should be able to push this back far enough. There we go. Just took some sugarling to get them to fit. But fit they do. Secondary guns, 80mm. I know I could use the quads, but the smaller ones are a little bit, the triples I mean, are a little bit more compact. There we go. Right, that should let us blaze out with quite a lot of firepower. Oh yes, these also didn't have any 50mm guns. Another reason not to wait. Gun lengths. Do you know what? I'm fine with them being 40s. Both of those being 36s is fine. Let's get a Gen 1 radar. Can bring an RDF. Since 3 to 5. Can get long lances. Autoloaders. It's going to add a little bit of weight. T4 gets a little bit back. Quarterlight 3 adds it. Yeah, this is going to add weight. So is that. And this. Upgraded armor. This is all pretty much the same. All 2. But we can get double geared. I was hoping to go to naturals. Let's go double gear balanced. Drop the spacious crew quarters. You don't need that. Actually, it's a slow ship. Diesels. Diesels. Perfect. For it. And screw it. Let's give it a battery system. And then we can keep the spacious crew quarters. So, primary diesel engine. And that's a diesel 1, not even a diesel 2. Because, yeah, these ships are not fast. So they don't need high performance turbines or anything. It will make them rather expensive. Diesel engines are not cheap. But perfect for this type of ship, I think. Lovely stuff. Save that. And, yeah, I'm going to get those refitting. And then I'll see you back in the designer, because I think it's finally time we started getting a modern fleet built. So, here we are with the modern battleship one. We have 4. We have 4 ships. So all of these can get built on. Now, our most recent ship, the Oceans, were 54, and I think the Frances are 58. So these things go up to a max of 60. But I actually think the 55,000 ton region isn't too bad, because the modern 2s then can be about 60, experimentals 65-ish, and then the supers at 70, and then these at like 85 or something. That's kind of how I'm thinking about it. We also have the Battlecruiser 4, which can save for another time. But so yeah, I think 55,000 tons is good for this ship. However, I think I'm going to go a little bit narrower by the beam. Because if we're trying to go at 32 knots, then we're going to want a little bit of a thinner profile, I think. Now this, yeah, let's just go with this tower. It's a very weird hull, this one. So, good. Oh yeah, light secondary tower. Yeah, that's the one I want. Thank you. Funnels. Oh no, they just don't match. Period. Can I get 2 big ones? Yep. So we have tons of funnel cap. Now guns. I personally think that the 400mm gun is kind of where it's at right now. It's only Mark III, technically. We could use 350s, but I do think that these 400mm... Oh, okay. 400mm guns are a pretty good choice for this. Oh, they don't really fit there. Cool. We'll go triples again with absolute heresy. I know. Plus 19. And just a little bit on the gun. Thank you. Right. So, we'll go for something like this. With the good old 155 second. Oh, I was kind of hoping I could put one up there. There. 5. Can I not put them? No, I can't put them in the wings. Well, that's disappointing. What about 105s? 105s go in the wings. What about 130s? Nope. Have to be 105 or smaller. 80 mils. Wow, you get like no mounting points for anything on this hull. Okay, sure, you can bring some 50 mil. Hardly impressive. Better than nothing. But I kind of want more of these. Yeah, there's no real mounting points there. Maybe, I mean, that's not going to superfire over the turret though, is it? Could use the short secondary bar bit. Because, I mean, this one doesn't superfire anyway. That does look very odd. I wish you could put a barbette on here. That would be kind of cool. Do you let me do weird things like clipping the part? No. I'm okay with 2 of them. It just looks like an AI design, that. What other... Maybe there was a better secondary tower pick. And that's 555 tons for 16 base accuracy. These ones have higher stats. They are heavier. And probably bigger. Oh, they're not bigger. Okay, let's use one of these then. Gives me a side mount. Interesting. Ton of mounts for the more 50mm. I'm still basically on the same amount, but it is slightly more compact. And then could I fit a gun in here? Feels like I should be able to fit a gun in there. Maybe because of the reduced beam. I can't. Anyway, I prefer the look of that as well. It doesn't look quite as much like it was built by the AI. We do, of course, have the quad 155. But the weird thing I find about the quad 155 is it has a different barrel. See how these have these nice kind of thin barrels? These things are chonkers. And I don't know why that is. Uses a different barrel design. It just doesn't look right. So yes, this is my proposal in terms of layout. Let's see if we can actually make this thing work. I'm going to power this with steam. Now we can start adding the heavy things. Oh no. No need for an RDF. 8% over. We do have a lot of range, to be fair. And we also came with a lot of armour, which is nice. So, I mean, we're going to need a lot of armour, is the only problem. I think, realistically, we're just going to have to run with a 400mm main belt for now. Like, these guns are very punchy. 150 4.5 belt. And 200 on the main deck. Half extendeds. I don't think I need half extendeds. 75 is probably fine. 150, 420, 420. Well, actually, we probably want a little bit more on the old turret. 500. Oh my god. Um, uh, 180, 80, 80. 11% overweight. I don't like that. Hull, bulkheads, fuel, and then turret armor. Great. Drop a range. Bulkheads. Speed. That gives you almost nothing. I mean, I could downgrade her guns, is the other option. But I think that the 400s are kind of around the right spot. But yeah, they're just not getting that much armor. Train's 450. Yeah, it saves quite a lot. 225 on the top. Okay, now that's dropped down below the anti-torpedo. Okay, now maybe doing the 30 knots makes sense. How fast are the oceans? 25, 23. Falcons are 32. 28. I mean, 28 is still not there. It's basically a battle cruiser at this point. What the hell's going on with the gun legs, by the way? Jumping around all over the place. Might as well, mate. I don't think it's affecting the weight that much, but let's keep them default length. I mean, one option would be to reduce the length of the guns. 50 is very long. I'm just doing that thing where it doesn't tell me. Let's go for 45s. Thank you. That also means their pen is going to be slightly less, which is good. And that does get me underweight. Yeah, that's what I needed to do. Don't think I can get any range back. I might be able to get a bit of speed back, seeing as we were pretty marginal. Yeah, 30 knots. But not the 32. Let's go for 30. That is a modern-ish battleship, I would say. It's not the best. It's not my best effort. 55,000 tons. Remember, this is full load displacement. 30 knots, 9 15-inch and a bit guns. Reasonable armor. I mean, I'll show you the settings in ye olde units. Like, it's pretty well armored, I would say. It's not crazy, but it's pretty good. Overall, is changing the setting what does the millimeter nonsense? Let's have a look. Nope, it's not that either. I don't know what it is then. Anyway, I'm happy enough to build 3 of them, but I don't think this is it for us. This is good. This is a step in the right direction, but I feel like we need something a little bit better than this for me to be like, yes, we have cracked the battleship formula. Right. Thank you. Well, actually, no. I'll get them building, and then I'll do the outro. Right. There we go. Danton, Guyenne, and Flandre. Under construction. They're going to take a while. 29 months. Can start maybe trying to get some techs to help with the next time we try and build a modern battleship. But yeah, they'll do just fine, I think. Anyway, politics-wise, because it might be worth checking in. By the way, we did take Northern Rhodesia off Zambia. The US is in a war with the UK. They're probably soon going to be in a war with Japan and possibly Russia, although Russia might just implode by itself, and possibly us as well. But their economy is getting worse. It's just getting worse and worse and worse, and I'm convinced it is because they own these territories, which are core territories but not theirs, which I think is really dragging on the American economy. I can't think what else it would be. Their fleet has dwindled away to nothing. Their admiral is still getting told off for spending too much money. Where are they in tech? Very advanced. I think they're spending all their money on technology or something stupid. Anyway, Japan is humming along just fine. Austria-Hungary, again, fine. Britain is negative growth, but that's because they're at war. In terms of France, yeah, everyone's actually pretty chill. Apart from America, pretty chill with the French Empire, which someone said, hey, you're trying to recreate Charlemagne's empire? And I think if we take the other two bits of Germany and maybe not, you know, some stuff off the Austrians, I think we are possibly looking at restoring the Frankish Empire as a goal. And then we'll declare ourselves Roman emperors, because that always goes so well when you start proclaiming yourself emperor. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.